Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to Phantom.Strategies. So it's April 29th, 12 p.m. Eastern here in US. Want to bring you a quick update on EOS, mainly on the technicals. We'll cover a couple of events that are going to come up, but mainly want to cover on the technicals. This is one of the coin that I haven't previously covered on this channel, so I want to bring you this update. It have been quite strong in last couple of weeks. There have been a lot of volume that came in as well. But let's talk all about that. Let's do a recap on it, and we'll talk about the technicals. All right. Before we get it started, if you're new to the channel, please make sure you subscribe to the channel and hit those notifications and those bell icons so you can get this content right away. And if you think these videos are helping you with your trading, investing in crypto market, then please do give me a thumbs up. All right. So that being said, EOS is trading at 20.79 right now against USD pair. I'm looking at the daily chart, and this data is coming from Binance, calculated by TradingView. So initially what EOS had, let's do a recap on it. So if you go back to the May and April time frame, what it did is like it created that bottom right around that March and April time frame. In March it created that bottom right around that 372, and since that we try to make that run, try to get out of this falling wedge. If I draw this thing out right here, it will be much clearer. It was more like a channel. It was like a down channel, and we got out of that channel right at that middle of the March. Okay, this channel. So since then we had this breakout of this channel, down channel, consolidated in this zone right here in the early late March, early April, and you know, we have been like, you know, it's been sitting there, and it did not make newer lows, or it wasn't even coming near that previous lows. So that was a good sign. And since then, with the overall market strength, it broke out of there. And we had a let me change this color. So we had a first it tested that $10.65, which was the previous high. Now it was going to act as a resistance, and then we broke that after consolidation. We broke that and got over that. Now what I'm seeing right here is this is a little bit stretched out. What I mean by that is, like, you know, it ran up too much too fast, and it needs to consolidate. It needs to come to the level where it makes sense to get into a position. If you see, the 50-day moving average is quite, if I just do it, the price range, let's say price range from the 50-day moving average, which is this black line, from there current price range is about 153% up, which is massive. It needs some room to digest. It needs to, like, you know, the 50-day moving average needs to come up, and it needs to room to digest. Now let's talk about the 20-day moving average. Okay, so the 20-day moving average, which is very a lot of, like, the swing trader, a lot of the day trader also look that up. Now that is almost 78%, 80% from the 20-day moving average. So that is again very, very the price action has seemed to gone too much too fast. So if you are getting into EOS, or if you're thinking about getting into EOS, or you are already into EOS, then think about, you know, those things that I just mentioned. In my opinion, this is a little bit overbought, overstretched, and it needs some time to consolidate. I wouldn't, like, you know, go into a new position in EOS right now. It needs to consolidate and come back. It looks like a little bit blowout top right now, and it just needs to come to a right level in order to start a new position, or get into existing position. So I just want to don't get into that amateur trading where a lot of time in previously in the late December, January time frame, a lot of people got into this altcoins on the fear of missing out, FOMO, that's what they call it. So let's not get into those kind of habits where you think that, oh my god, this is going to be my next lottery ticket and I'm going to become a millionaire based on this one coin. I have said it plenty of times on this channel. You can go back and refer to the videos. Market will always will give you another opportunity to make money, as long you are disciplined enough to to make that call, to not to trade with your emotions, rather than trade with probabilities, and not to chase something that is it's already going up, rather than let it come to you. So those kind of things will really help you going forward, and being that disciplined investor, being that professional investor that you need to become in order to make consistent gains. Remember, I want to share one of those stories. Actually, I wasn't really planning on sharing in this video, but I want to share one of the stories that one of the subscriber to the channel and one of the subscriber to my email subscription, she started about 3 months ago. She came to me and she wanted to join the email subscription group, and she gave me her background and how she got into the market. She actually took some money, the loan money, based on her credit card. She took the loan against her credit card and she invested that money into crypto market, and she actually turned that money into 6-figure going into this December and January time frame. But she made a very typical amateur mistake where she didn't take her initial investment out, or she didn't book the profit. And what she did is it turned into more of the money she invested, it turned into loss during this the market we had for last couple of months. But we've been chatting back and forth, we've been exchanging email back and forth. So I'm really glad that she's finally she emailed me yesterday, and she's really she's debt free. She paid off her credit card, and now she is completely trading with the money that she have, rather than borrowing the money from the credit card or someone else and then trading on that. So I'm really glad for her, and I just wanted to give you that example, to let you know that trading on credit cards and trading on borrowed money will never ever help you, because you will always have that mindset in your head hey, that I have to make the money, and you'll make those mistakes. It's very it's very psychological, that you will always have that fear in your head that you're trading with borrowed money. So I would really highly recommend to someone who are trying to get into the market, or who are already in the market and trading with borrowed money, to try to pay off your that cards or the borrowed money as soon as possible. Even if it's $400, $500, try to pay it off. It feels much better, and you don't want to trade with those kind of money, because it will never do you any good, to be honest with you. Trading on borrowed money, I have done it. I'm not going to deny it. I have done it. I have traded on margins back in when I was starting in early 2000, when I was getting into the option market, getting in the stock market. I was doing amateur trading back then, and I used to trade on margins. I used to make margin call 500,000 trade on a margin account. So, and it never you might get lucky once or twice, but I'm telling you, in long term, you will always be on the losing side. So please think about it. Take something, learn from the mistake from the people who already came before you and who have done trading before you, and learn from that, so you can avoid this kind of mistakes in your trading. Okay, so I want to just bring you that quick example. I know I a little bit got sidetracked from EOS, but I wanted to bring you that example for that, one of the subscriber. She's a young lady who really trying to make it right, and she's on the right path now. So I know a lot of people are in the same position, because I do get a lot of emails like that, and a lot of people are in the same position where they have been trading with the borrowed money, and that profit that turned into loss, and then they don't know what to do with it, and it's a very difficult situation. So hopefully you can learn from it. And since the market is coming up now, you're thinking about how to pay back that borrowed money, either from the credit card, either from your parents, or the loan you took, whatever it might be. So keep that in mind, that trading with that money that you don't have will never do you any good, and you always want to trade with something that that you can afford losing, or it won't change your lifestyle, basically. All right, so let's do a quick recap on EOS. My apologies on getting a little bit sidetracked on that examples, but I thought it's very important to bring that up, since a lot of people are in the same boat. On EOS, I think it's really overstretched right now. I wouldn't be starting a new position or adding on to a position right now. It's completely overbought at this point, and all the indication that I like to follow and I like to look at, that's showing me is completely overbought in the short term, overbought in the long term as in the daily. So I would wait for the consolidation and then reanalyze the coin before I jump into EOS. There are other coins, in my opinion, that are doing, that can do much better than EOS. Tron is being one of them, and there is Ripple is also another one. I will cover them shortly, but there are some other coins that are consolidating much nicely right now and ready for that next breakout. So that's pretty much it, guys. Let me know if you have any questions. Post it in the comment, and we'll go from there. Talk to you soon.